you mentioned Daniel Ek and Spotify. What do you think about that as an artist? What's Spotify? Is that empowering? Like to me, Spotify sort of as a consumer is super exciting. It makes it easy for me to access music from all kinds of artists, get to explore all kinds of music, make it super easy to sort of curate my own playlist and have fun with all that. It was so liberating to let go. I used to collect, albums and CDs and so on, like hoard albums,
Yeah.
like they matter.
Yeah.
But the reality, that was really liberating. I can let go of that, and letting go of the albums you're kind of collecting allows you to find new music, explore new artists and all that kind of stuff. But I know from a perspective of an artist, that could be, like you mentioned, competition could be a kind of constraint because there's more and more and more artists on the platform.
I think it's better that there's more artists. I mean, again, this might be propaganda because this is all from a conversation with Daniel Ek. So this could easily be propaganda. Yes. Dude,
we're all a victim of somebody's propaganda. So let's just accept this.
But Daniel Ek was telling me that, because when I met him, I came in all furious about Spotify and I grilled him super hard. So I've got his answers here. But he was saying at the sort of peak of the CD industry, there was 20,000 artists making millions and millions of dollars. There was just a very tiny kind of 1%. And Spotify has kind of democratized the industry because now I think he said there's about 1 million artists making a good living from Spotify. Yeah. And when I heard that, I was like, honestly, I would rather make less money and have just a decent living than and have more artists be able to have that, even though I wish it could include everyone. But
yeah, that's really hard to argue with. YouTube is the same. Is YouTube's mission? They want to basically have as many creators as possible make a living, some kind of living.
Yeah,
and that's so hard to argue with.
It's so hard, but I think there's better ways to do it. My manager, I actually wish he was here. I would have brought him up. My manager is building an app that can manage you. So it'll help you organize your percentages and get your publishing and da-da-da-da. So you can take out all the middlemen, so you can have a much bigger, it'll just automate it. So you can get...
So automate the manager?
Automate management, publishing, and legal. It can read, the app he's building can read your contract and tell you about it. Because one of the issues with music right now, it's not that we're not getting paid enough, but it's that the art industry is filled with middlemen because artists are not good at business. And, from the beginning, Frank Sinatra, it's all mob stuff. It's the music industry, is run by business people, not the artists. And the artists really get very small cuts of what they make. And so I think part of the reason I'm a technocrat, which, your fans are going to be technocrats, so they're not going to be mad at me about this, but yes. My fans hate it when I say this kind of thing, or the general public.
They don't like technocrats.
They don't like technocrats. When I watched Battle Angel Alita, and they were the Martian technocracy, and I was like, yeah, Martian technocracy, and then they were and they're evil, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was because Martian technocracy sounds sick to me.
Yeah, so your intuition as technocrats would create some kind of beautiful world.
For example, what my manager's working on, if you can create an app that removes the need for a lawyer, and then you could have smart contracts on the blockchain. Removes the need for management and organizing all this stuff. Can read your stuff and explain it to you. Can collect your royalties. Then the amount of money that you're getting from Spotify actually means a lot more. Mm-hmm. And goes a lot farther.
It can remove some of the bureaucracy, some of the inefficiencies that make life not as great as it could be.
Yeah, I think the issue isn't that there's not enough. The issue is that there's inefficiency. And I'm really into this positive sum mindset, the win-win mindset of instead of, fighting over the scraps, how do we make or worrying about scarcity, instead of a scarcity mindset, why don't we just increase the efficiency and, in that way,